Imagine waking up every morning with a pounding headache, a sore back, or upset stomach. But for many kids and teens, this is their reality. I'm Dr. Angela Mailis, and today we're exploring the topic of pain in children and teens. Pain is not something only adults deal with. Kids and teens experience pain too. It can come from injuries, surgeries, illnesses like cancer, or even events like war and violence. So, how common is pain in kids? Studies show that chronic pain affects 11 to 38% of children. In a large study of 400,000 children and teens across 28 countries in North America and Europe, 54% of kids had experienced headaches, 50% stomach aches, and 37% back pain in just the last 6 months. Pain in babies and young children is hard to detect. Research shows that pain early in life can permanently change the nervous system, making kids more sensitive to pain later. If left untreated, pain can have long-lasting effects. Kids remember painful events, which can also make them fearful of doctors and hospitals. Chronic pain does not just affect the child, it impacts families too. Parents may miss work, kids may miss school, and the stress adds up. But the good news? Pain in kids and teens can be treated, reduced, or even prevented. Medicines, therapy, and physical treatments are all effective, but many kids don't get the care they need, especially babies and young children who cannot explain what they are feeling. Let me share a personal story. When one of my grown-up sons was a toddler, he slipped off the couch and avoided putting weight on one leg. But he kept playing on the floor, so I thought it was nothing serious. But when hours later, he still would not step on that leg, I took him to emergency. It turned out he had a leg fracture. After getting a cast, he was walking around again. This taught me how important it is to pay attention to nonverbal signs in kids who cannot tell us what is wrong. Parents play a key role in how kids handle pain. For example, if a parent has chronic pain, kids may mimic their behavior and develop similar complaints later on in life. Also, how parents react to kids' pain matters. I grew up in Greece with a kiss the boo-boo approach, hugging and comforting a child after they scrape their knee. But studies now show that focusing too much on pain can also make the kids more sensitive to pain. Interestingly, brain imaging studies in grown-ups show that when someone with pain gets too much attention, for example, from a spouse, their brain activity in pain processing areas can triple. This highlights the importance of balance. Assess the situation first to decide if the pain requires attention or distraction. And when it comes to pain, teenagers are not immune. However, dealing with teenagers is different than dealing with babies. Teenagers face a lot of changes through puberty, physically, mentally, and socially. Peer influence and social media play a big role in how teens express pain. Studies show that girls are more affected by social networks as they are more likely to share their pain experiences and have supportive friends. Teens are also at higher risk for mental health issues. 1 in 7 teens has a mental health disorder, and these conditions can make pain harder to manage. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic has made things even worse for young people. So what should you take away from all this talk? Number one, pain is common in kids and teens and can have serious long-term effects if left untreated. 2, many children with chronic pain grow up to be adults with chronic pain. 3, mental health issues and chronic pain often go hand in hand in kids and teens. And finally, parents and caregivers play a critical role in shaping kids' reaction to pain. Thank you for watching the Pain and Wellness Health channel. If you found this episode helpful, leave your questions in the comments, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.